Good afternoon, YouTube. Silver Surfer coming your way here with another video. Just wanted to share with you guys. I'm finally getting around to making one. I know everyone's been hunkered down for this coronavirus, and hopefully all are doing okay out there. Continue to wash those hands if you haven't already. Get your supplies that you need. Try and save some for others that can't get it. And, share the wealth around that you guys can and help each other out. That's what it's all about. I know I myself have offered services to friends and family that I can, and the favor has been reciprocated. So just keep y'all's heads up, America. We can do this. We will get through this together. But just to show you a little entertaining video, until then, I want to show you and start with this photo right here. So it is a photo indeed. It is not a painting, and I'm going to try and get as close as detail as possible. This is of a bison. It was taken in Yellowstone, actually, during a very cold winter, you can see. And look at the expression of the bison on that. I mean, just absolute incredible detail. A beautiful, beautiful image. Scan back here a little bit. And you guys can see at the bottom there, the signature. If you cannot make it out, I'll read it for you. It says Thomas D. Mangelson. And then this is 1,255 out of 2,500. So this is an original print of his, and it is a photograph. And Mr. Thomas Mangelson is a very, very famous photographer for National Geographic, specifically on animals. I first caught wind of him on a 60-minute episode a few years ago, in which they were talking about him and asking him questions and stuff like that. And it's incredible the work that this guy does, and the images that he captures, real life, real time, is just incredible. And that's this is a very popular image of his that people like, and as you can see why. But anyhow, yeah, just I was coming across America on a road trip, and we were in Jackson, Wyoming, and we were supposed to go up to Yellowstone, but it was closed because of the winter time, but we were able to get to the Grand Tetons, and I ended up buying this in Jackson at his studio gallery, which is, these aren't cheap, but I had to have it. It's this absolutely gorgeous piece. And Thomas Mangelson, guys, check him out if you have not seen his work. Go ahead and Google him. Watch that 60-minute episode. It's 60 minutes episode. It's fantastic, absolutely fantastic, the guy's work. But that's not the main portion of this video. The bison, however, is. And what I wanted to share with you guys was this coin here. So it is a coin video, all right? And what we got here is a 1937 proof nickel, Indian head nickel. And boy, oh boy, this one PCGS graded it as a 66 here. It is a fantastic looking coin. And I'm just going to show you guys the obverse here. I know one person out there that's really going to like this coin, and that's Dr. G. A little shout out to you there, brother. He is a big supporter of proof coinage, and especially old nickels right here. So anyhow, designer James Earl Fraser, many of you guys know, he designed a number of great frontier coins. One of my other favorites is a commemorative Oregon Trail coinage that actually him and his wife did. But he was born into the family of his dad was an engineer for the railroad company in Minnesota, was where he was born. And so his father was working on a lot of projects that expanded westward. And so Mr. Fraser's exposure to the American Indians during the time was plentiful. And so he was a sculptor by trade, and he ended up producing a number of different beautiful sculptures all around the United States and in Washington, D.C. and stuff. And so when the coinage in the early 1900s came to revitalize a lot of them, as you guys know, the Lincoln cent and that of the nickel and the quarter, he was one of the candidates to be called for to do so. I'm going to flip this over for you guys real quick. Anyhow, so the story goes on. The Indian on the front, it's said to be either one of three Indians. Iron Tail for the Sioux tribe, Big Tree from that of the, probably going to butcher it, but the Kiowa tribe, I believe it is. And then Two Moons of the Cheyenne tribe. Mr. Fraser had a lot of inconsistencies in his stories a lot of the times, and not so much that he was lying or anything like that per se, but just a lot of the stories that he wasn't always consistent of what something was he said in the past, and then next thing you know, it changed again next year. But Anyhow, so one of those 3 Indians, and the bison on the back here, it's actually an American bison, similar to the photo that I showed you guys right here. It's said to be Black Diamond. So this bison, Black Diamond, was Mr. Fraser in a quote early in the 1900s saying that he observed them in the Bronx Zoo. However, this Black Diamond was never actually in the Bronx Zoo. He was in the Central Park Zoo, and that was known. So I don't know, maybe you got that confused or something along the lines like that. But anyhow, this is the image in which he says that he designed this coin from. So, I mean, this is a fantastic coin. This did replace the Liberty V nickel, as you guys know. That was designed by Charles Barber. And yeah, I mean, just a really, really cool coin here. Buffalo nickels were minted from 1913 to 1938. In the beginning, 1913 had a Type 1 and a Type 2 design. The Type 1 design had the hump down there where you see the buffalo standing. It was elevated, it was raised, and then the relief was or the die was changed to have it be more flatter as the appearance is today. So they have both of those types, and then the proof coinage was minted in 1913, 1914, 15, and up to 1916, with very, very low mintages. And then for many years, it wasn't. There was no buffalo proofs that were made, not up until the last 1936 and 1937, which this is. And these are only made in brilliant, as you can see here. Some of them, actually, there is cameo on some of the Buffalo nickel proofs, which are just fantastic to go for one heck of a price range as well. But this one's got a little bit kind of cameo appearance too on this obverse here, man. But yeah, there is a cameo for this coin, if you can find it out there. But they're just so gorgeous up close and personal. Really, really reflect the light off these things. Super, super shiny. Just an absolute. And you know, I was waiting for one of these things for a while, guys. As you know, this is part of my 20th century proof type set, which got another surprise coming up here in a while, which I will share with y'all. But this is one of the last coins I've needed to kind of complete that thing. So more to come on that. But anyhow, been looking for one of these for a while, and they are not cheap. 1937 is the least expensive year you can find, because it had the highest mintage numbers, but yeah, they're just costly overall. So what's up with this die right here, guys? Rotated, you think? Yeah, it is a little bit, but this is very known and common in Buffalo nickels, or that's the name of it, Buffalo nickel. Actually, it's a bison though, right? But and there is a difference. And I'm not going to get into the animal differences, but there is a little bit of a difference. Anyhow. That's just what it's named. Buffalo nickel, everybody knows it by. But yeah, so very common to have these things rotated as such. Does not bring any extra premium, does not reduce any extra premium. It is what it is. And at first I was like, man, what's going on with that thing? Is it a little bit of an error? But not really. It's common in Buffalo nickels. So that is that. Even on proofs. Even on proofs, guys. But yeah, so this is my Buffalo nickel. Bison nickel, Indian head nickel, whatever you want to call it. Gorgeous coin. Very, very popular coin. Love sharing it with y'all. I'm going to go ahead and sit this thing up right here. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just put it down right in front of it. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed my Mangelsson photo here. And go ahead, like I said, go ahead and Google that dude and check him out. He's got some fantastic imagery and photography. So until next time, I will catch you guys later. And Silver Surfer out. Hope you guys have a good day, huh?